Welcome to week 2. Today we will be looking at principles for materials development. Before going further into this course, I would like to remind you, before actually listening to this video, I would like you to download the worksheet that I've uploaded into Schoology. Take a look at the worksheet. You will have to work in tandem with the worksheet as well as listening to the video. I would suggest looking to the questions in the worksheet from question 1 until question 3 before attempting to do question 4, which will be part of the video as well as the materials uploaded into Schoology. So let's go back to the presentation. So for this week, we'll be looking at 3 learning outcomes. By the end of this video, it is hoped that you will be able to review characteristics of good teaching learning materials. You will be able to identify relevant theories and principles contribute to materials development, as well as identify and understand principles regarding materials development. So let's review what are the roles of teaching and learning materials in the first week with Dr. Lee. I would like you to pause here and then think about it and note it down. Note your answers down in the worksheets provided. If you're ready, just press play. So next, we will be looking at what contributes towards materials development. Well, there are 2 main principles or 2 main aspects, and they complement each other. The first would be the principles of language learning, which here means how is language learned or second language acquisition acquired or learned, depending on where your school of thoughts flow. And of course, the pedagogy, or what we also can term it as principles of teaching and learning. These principles will help guide the teachers to actually develop materials, and by knowing these principles, the materials would be much more substantial and be able to help deliver an effective and efficient lesson. But it is important to also take note and be aware that despite them being very reasonable, these principles, you should not equate these principles as the objective truth. Or objective truth here means that it is the truth, the only truth, and nothing but the truth. However, principles do tend to lean towards one side of a context. So when we look at the principles, we should be very much aware of how it relates to our context and how it will function in that particular place. So yes, principles are important and they do guide us, but do also be aware that they are not the whole truth or the objective truth. Next one, we will of course look at who or which author or theorists have proposed a few principles for materials development. One of them is Tomlinson. You will be able to download Tomlinson's article from Schoology, and he has about 20 list of principles, 20 items, 20 principles or 20 items regarding principles of materials development. Also in that particular article, you have Noonan's principles, as well as Crawford and also Hutchison's and Torres. So I would like you to go through those principles, have a read, and answer the question 4 in that particular worksheet. So please pause here and do the worksheet, read of course, and then do the worksheet. This will be your checkpoint on identifying the principles related to materials development. Please ignore the questions here and focus on the questions in the worksheet. So the first section or the first part of the video, we will end it here and we will continue on towards the next second one.